What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike, and today we have the return of a tutorial with a skill move that I've been enjoying, just maybe a little too much. We're gonna make this short and sweet. If you enjoy it, please drop a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what tutorial, what tip video do you want to see next. I've got a schedule for the rest of the year that I'm pretty excited about. Been going through a lot of changes, as most of you know, but let's hop right into this. So what are we talking about today? We have the Tornado, which is actually exclusive to, I believe it's 5 players at the moment, where you have Dele Alli, Griezmann, Cristiano Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, and for whatever reason I heard Umtiti can do this. Not that you would want to be able to do this with him, but I think on some sort of promotional level, I saw a bunch of tweets. I even saw articles saying that he could do it. I haven't tested that out, but that's what I've been told, and I just know value in having a center back that can do this skill, but it's maybe the most aesthetically pleasing or visually stimulating skill move that we've seen introduced in FIFA in some time. In order to execute this skill move, it's actually relatively simple. So you do the Berba spin, identical execution, or the Magidi spin, identical execution, except if you're on the Xbox you hold LB, if you're on the PlayStation you're going to hold L1, and that'll activate this skill move. And I'd actually recommend, as you can see with most of our goal scoring opportunities with Griezmann, if you do this skill away from the goal, or at least facing away from the goal I should say, it kind of pops the ball up in a really favorable position or angles your body properly for that volley. And following the arena, I like to go into the skill games and get that side-to-side view, get more practice under my belt. Like I said, we're going to keep this one short and sweet. I just had to talk about it. I know there's a lot of videos discussing the Tornado, but I've been scoring so many of these goals over the weekend league that you guys were like, Mike, bring it out! We have the classic freeze frame where I have Cristiano Ronaldo, and you see my opposition. He's got the center back, and he's going to be chasing back. He's going to be recovering, which is one of the best times to use skill moves. And remember, please keep this in mind. If you are thinking about doing the Berba spin, you can replace the Berba with the Tornado, and it allows you to have that razzle-dazzle, that flair, that volley, that finish. And a lot of people aren't ready to defend against this because it is kind of rare for execution because so few players can do this move in a match. You can't abuse it, but it reminds me of the rainbow flick at times, where it's a skill that can be used even in a competitive setting. However, you cannot abuse this skill move. You're not going to be able to keep this on rinse, wash, and repeat. It does draw penalty kicks, surprisingly enough. And what I was trying to state with doing this skill is you're going to be facing away from the goal, doing basically a Berba spin towards the goal, and that's where you're able to get that animation where it kind of does this unique turn, pops up the ball, and you've got a volley with your left foot or your right foot. It's just very clean, very crisp. Oh, that's beautiful. Now this is not the ideal situation. As you can see, Cristiano kind of had to cock back, reach back in order to connect properly, and you're not going to score this at a high percentage, at least not if he has to go from behind with that animation. Sometimes you can get a bicycle from setting up this skill. I wanted to show you an instant replay, but overall not going to be your highest percentage, not going to be your most efficient. Here are a couple examples of the best way to score this move, and all this is done online in FUT Champs matches. You guys know I do not play against the AI. I make sure the examples are premium quality and that I'm showcasing what I'd like to showcase to all the viewers, the consumers. I take my time with it. The only reason this is shown in instant replay form is because I wasn't recording the game, so I had to turn on the Elgato after I had already finished the match, but you can see it is in FUT Champs. But in terms of what to look for with the opposing defender, make sure number one, that he's being controlled by your opponent. Do not try to do this skill versus the AI. It's just going to get blocked. It's going to stand right in front of the launch, so to speak, where you're setting up the volley. And number two is if he's chasing from behind you, if he's recovering. Those are good circumstances, ideal times to use this skill move. Or if you're playing someone who's very aggressive, not just because they might swing and miss, but because you do draw fouls, and it can be a little bit awkward. You can catch somebody out of position, you can catch somebody being a little bit overzealous, over anxious, too aggressive, and it just ends up being a good look, and you can make that magical play where you can score a goal, you can call your mom, you can call your boy, you got something to post on the gram or on Facebook, some sort of highlight mix, because it is that type of skill where you score it, you jump out of your seat, you have a reaction, everything in your day is going in the right direction. But if you enjoyed it, make sure to smash a like. I know this video wasn't 10 minutes with every single step by step, so if you have questions, please ask me in the comments. I'm all for making sure that you get this down packed. I felt like because the execution is just identical, literally identical to the Berba spin or the Magidi spin, which most of us know how to do or have watched tutorials skills over the years, or are more familiar with those skills. I didn't need to go into so many steps of how to replicate or how to introduce the tornado necessarily to the FIFA world. But I salute you. It is free to subscribe, and I have a lot more content coming for you ASAP.